Alrighty. So this is my Minecraft sanctuary. It took about 2.5 weeks to build. God. There's some stuff I kind of added on to because of space restrictions, couldn't really get up here. And these little boxes, orange is for missile, blue is for energy tank. It's just to symbolize what was there. It all started with this bridge too. I built the bridge and then decided to do the rest. Of course, it's not completely finished. This was kind of a fun room to build. And we have this room, all those machines in the boxes. I like this room quite a bit. This one was neat to build. It's one of the more detailed rooms I got in here. A little light beam for the light suit, energy tank box. Let's see. Right around here, we have the save room, which was kind of cool to build. So we come in here. This room I'm not quite done with. It's got those little coils you can jump on, and so this is one of the rooms I haven't got to building yet. Been working a little too much to really get to it. I haven't finished up there either. So, oops. I have this room with that rotating thing that you have to do that little puzzle with. It's not as big or as good as I would have liked it to turn out, but yeah, it gets the point across, I suppose. And this glass up here is to keep anyone who ends up coming on the game from exiting the map, because I don't want them jumping around outside of it, you know. Here's the room with the ing mashers, and yeah. I kind of wish I would have made this room a little bit bigger. It needs more room. I want to keep this glass tube here because I like it like that in the game. And you got the dark portal, and so what you do right here to get to the room where you get to the Aderon waste is you jump up here and up here and jump on down, open the store. I actually just made this room yesterday, so it's not quite as good as I would have liked. Due to space restrictions, I haven't built this because the other elevator's behind it. So I probably won't be adding that into this. Come up here. I have a lot of pixel arts too. Let's see. Speed this up a bit. The missile is supposed to be up there, but you know, I didn't want to just have it sitting right up there, so I kind of just stuck it there. Here's the elevator room. I'm not good with redstone, so I'm not even going to bother making a working elevator. So just go up. These glass panels are actually on the opposite side. They're supposed to be right here, but I haven't got to switching them around yet. And there's upstairs. We are now on the second floor. And this room was really fun to build. like this one a lot. You got this little bridge you can cross, and you got those little lights down there. I even put the lights down there to show that it, has the city lights like in the game. Here's where the dark portal would be. So I just put some obsidian to signify that the ground right there was melted or burnt away like in the game. There's the room with the spider ball. And you can see other parts of the map. So going this way, we enter the core room. This room I wasn't too sure about at first. I was actually kind of worried it wouldn't turn out right, but it turned out pretty good for what it is. We'll explore this room a little bit more in a minute. So over here we have the save station, which this is one of my more favorite rooms. I really like the detail that I did with all this and the glass, and it looks nice. I like that. Got the little destroyed part of the save room right here. It has all those wires sticking out. Just coming back in here. We do have the elevator that goes down to the first floor of the core room. And there's this little door right here that's usually locked, but I just left it in open space. Let's see now. Alright, so if we go up through this little ladder, we'll reach this little room right here. And because of space constraints, there's this little room that's not really here. It's supposed to be a different room, but I just didn't have the space to actually make it, so that is as good as I've done. This room is not complete, and right now it's looking pretty good, but I'm gonna have to keep working on this room. We got that up there. So here's where the little entrance to the temple room would usually be, but space constraints, so I just made a room and stuck it in there. Right through this door we would have where we fight Spider Guardian, but I left the little gate and haven't gotten around to making that section yet. But I do look forward to that. The next room for this part is really fun, and looks like it would be a nice part to add to the build. So here's the room where you need an annihilator beam to go through. And come through, and got the missile right there. Look through, and it's an open spot. Have a little annihilator beam insignia right over here. It's a little beam symbol. It was actually a bit hard to build, but I like the way it turned out. It's not too bad. I have a nice little tree wall surrounding my city. Let's see here. And then there is this room, which this was one of the last rooms I worked on recently. I like this room so far. It's not as good as it could be, but it is something. Right down there, that's nice looking. So we have where the portal would be, and this isn't usually here, but I decided to add this so you can go up, and usually through the blue morph ball tube you can reach the room where you will find an energy tank. And I just added this little room because I thought it would be a nice little thing just to try to build every part of the map. I've tried to for the most part. So in Dark World, this is the spot where you will find the next and last key you'll need to fight Quadraxis for Annihilator Beam. And this is a little room with the broken elevator. So it goes down. Doesn't look as good as I wanted. So right through here would be the door to that other room, but space constraints, and I didn't want that room to cut into this room. I think it looks good just that way. And coming through here, not done yet, but that would be where the room leading into where you would get Screw Attack, which I will build soon. So coming in here, we have the little energy tank, and fall down. This is a room with the grapple beams. Grapple beam onto that and you swing across. I just put some ladders and walk across. So on to one of the last parts of this build. We jump onto the rings, go up the ladder, jump onto the glass panel through this broken glass you use while boosting up here, you know. So this is one of my favorite rooms leading up to my favorite room that I've built in Minecraft so far. This is a room where you find Dark Samus killing some dark space pirates. Come across, and it doesn't look too bad. I've added the damage because I thought that would add some detail to the room. Now for my favorite room, the big elevator. I like this room quite a bit, but my favorite room of this entire thing would be the main entrance with the bridge. Climb up the ladders. Then there's the big part up here where you get the echo visor. So you just jump down here, and you get a nice view of the entire map. That's nice. Come back here, dark portal, and I added this ladder so you can just climb on up and get up here. And here's where you get echo visor. And then there's all these satellites and the little Luminoth statue. And yeah, I just wanted to try something that I don't think anyone else has tried to build in Minecraft. And what is my favorite Metroid map? This has always been my favorite. I've always liked the look of it. And the little electric rain and all that. It all looked really cool. So yeah, that's my little sanctuary area. And I also built right over here the Dark Sky Temple. I actually built this yesterday. You come down here and you fly up because there's no other way up, and come in. I don't think this one's an exact replica because I haven't looked at this room recently, so I just kind of used my memory to build it, and I think it turned out decent. It's not supposed to be an elevator here in the Dark World part, but I did that so we get up here easier. And then here's the room where you fight Emperor Ing. Got these little phase-on patches, and underneath these is magma cubes, so when you stand on them it hurts you. So yeah, that's the Metroid stuff I have in my Minecraft world so far. And I'm hoping to build more.